Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failure. Moving on to the first Asuka mission, first mission on Staunton Island. Okay, so we skip the cutscene. We're going to run over and grab this fixed ballista. And it says on the right, note the time on the bottom of the screen. So 23:30. All right, so I have to remember that. 23. It always ends in a 30. And usually you have, I guess, between like 2 and 3 minutes before Salvatore leaves his club. So you got to pay attention to what that number is because this mission has some flexibility in it, or at least the steps that I include here. There's a little bit of kind of free ranging that we're going to do, freewheeling, if you will. So it says here on the timing program, note the time on the bottom of the screen. So I'll hit slash because I've done that. And then it says, take the ballista to the import-export garage. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to take a look at the clock. So 23:30 is what we're after. We have to be in a certain spot, ready to shoot all of Salvatore's bodyguards before 23:30. We got to be there in time. And if you're there late, things can go horribly wrong. Not in the standard GTA way, but in a game player's way. So we got to make sure we get there in plenty of time, and then we'll see which of these kind of optional tasks, like we have to do all the tasks in the list on the timing program, but the order in which we do them is variable depending on how things go and what time we have to get to the Luigi's Club. So we hit the minus sign because we've collected the ballista. The ballista is not on the checklist. I mentioned before I have an import-export checklist shared Google Doc or Google Sheet. It's not there because it's fixed, so no need to mark it down on that sheet. So we grab this Kuruma, again remembering the number 23:30, and we're going to head towards the marker on the map, which is Luigi's. And we're going to get a warning message when we get close to there. It says, hey, don't hang out too close, but we're going to ignore that. I'm going to slash because I've acknowledged that I understand what my task is to maybe find a stallion in the next like 15 seconds. 23:30. So we got like 30 seconds to get in there. Probably not going to happen here with the stallion. I'm just taking a quick look here. I don't see anything. Yeah, so we're going to bail on that strategy and just head into the Luigi's Club area. And we're going to get out, and we're going to get right over here in front of the door, and we're going to aim like in the middle-ish here below the window, and we're going to pause a beat, maybe 1 second when these guys come out. And they'll come out at 23:30, and then we're just going to shoot them all straight. 1 second and shoot everybody straight. And it says as soon as we kill this last guy, Salvatore is leaving, and he's right over here, and now he's dead. So that went pretty well. It can go wrong. Okay, so now I gotta mess up my my timing program is messed up. So we're gonna come up here. If we had more time, like if instead of 23:30 Salvatore was gonna come out at 24:30, then maybe we have time to find a Diablo Stallion. Or maybe we have time to grab one or both of those hidden packages. But we didn't have, the 3-minute variety of time. We only had like 2 minutes. And so we didn't have time to do those things before the mission, so we do them right after. And then remember we were looking for a stallion before. We grabbed one, actually, a fixed one from a mission. We put it right in here. So if I had had time to find one of these things like kind of in the wild before the 23:30, oh my gosh, before that came up, then I would have, and I wouldn't bother getting this thing. It would just stay in my garage here until the end of the game. But like I said, a little bit of freewheeling on that mission because of the variable amount of time you have to do stuff before Salvatore's bodyguards come out. Okay, so we're going to carefully drive down the subway stairs and escalator or whatever, because you don't want to damage this car too much. We've got to bring it all the way to our garage in Staunton. But we do want to grab, come on, do want to grab that picture, and that package, not picture. And now we're going to head up to the newly available Staunton Island and bring this to our brand new garage. So as we drive through Chinatown now with this Diablo Stallion, which is going to be useful to us in a while, I don't know, like an hour and a half from now or something. As we drive through Chinatown, triads will shoot at us. It's usually not that big a deal. Their guns don't do that much damage, which is different from the Mafia folks. The Mafia is now mad at us too. I can't imagine why. And they'll shoot at you as well. And I think that they have shotguns, something really powerful. And if you get hit twice with mafia shotguns, then your car blows up, and it might not even catch fire. It might just like literally blow up with you inside of it. So we're going to do our best to avoid going through St. Mark's for the rest of the game because it's scary over there. Okay, so our safe house is on this kind of like parallelogram thing. You can see there's the four sides, two pairs of opposite parallel sides, and we want to be on the western side. That's where our safe house is, right in here. Welcome everybody, home sweet home, two-car garage. And so we deposit, and then we push the minus sign. Okay, then it says get health. Okay, so our health is at 98. It hardly matters. If we can get it to 100, soon enough we will have, armor over there, but right now we don't have that. So grab this stallion. This is actually a little bit of a time save, so I'm not going to demonstrate it because usually you don't get it. But if I really wanted to play this game quick, I would take advantage of the fact that I randomly got the stallion and get out of the stallion right here and then hop right back in. But I don't want to, but I want to show you what happens normally, which is to get into this fixed stallion. It's always here. And so we drive out, and we're getting ready to do the second of 4 off-road missions. Okay, unskippable cutscene here. This is another one where you gotta, grab all of the icons and you get a certain amount of time, 5 seconds for each checkpoint. But this is different from the other 4 in that the clock starts right away. So it doesn't wait to begin until you've gotten the first icon. Okay, so this first collection is this kind of wavy back and forth pattern. And then we're going to head up the ramp right over here, this northern ramp. And there should be one in front of us off to the left. Just have to look for it. Okay, this next one here, I used to plow into at like 1,000,000 miles an hour, but you don't need to. You can just kind of gently nudge that fixed car off to the side. Okay, and if you look at the timing program, it says only in corner on 3rd and top floors. That's my way of telling me that there's a hidden icon on the 3rd and top floors, one that you wouldn't normally see if you just kind of do the mission, if you don't know where things are. You have to go out of your way to see those two, I guess I would say. So I grab this one. And this is not the top floor, even though it's the first, like open floor, not under a roof. So we do the wavy thing again. And there is one more right over here, but you can see it as you're heading towards this ramp. And then the other hidden one is here on the top floor. You might have seen it a second ago when we were grabbing the previous icon. 30 seconds left, piece of cake. You can grab these 2 here in either order. And then the last one is off of our ramp. I always go down here to this fixed car and I spin around it just to give me enough of a run up. You don't need super amounts of speed. Just aim straight over this ramp, straight for the icon, and you should hit it. But it is possible to miss this, and if you miss this, you're probably not going to have enough time to, now I'm holding backspace and spacebar. Probably not going to have enough time to get back up there and try again. Okay, so next up is to buy sniper and armor right here in this conveniently located ammunition. Okay, so the armor is right over here, and we accidentally grabbed a grenade. That's okay. Never have too many grenades. If I had a sports car available here, I would have grabbed it, but didn't see one. So we're doing I hit the slash because I've done that task there. So it says acquire a fast car on the way to or in the parking garage. Usually I don't see one out in the wild. It's a short drive here. So so we're looking for a sports car. There's plenty up here. So we're going to grab this one. The Banshee and the Stinger are my preferred ones. There's probably other ones up here as well. Like that's a nice one right over there. There's a good one right there. Plenty. But I prefer these 2 over the Cheetah and the Infernus, both of which seem to have much lower health and catch on fire. The Infernus is appropriately named. So grab a Banshee or a Stinger if possible. Okay, so the next unique jump is the ramp that we just came over. So what I like to do is I like to back up to the end here. I like to rev my engine a bit. I want to hit this ramp straight, but a little bit left of center. So something like that. And I'm going to hit the reverse key and the space bar to try to come to a stop as quick as possible. I oftentimes lose my my car here, like it flies way up in the air, but this time we were good. So if you lose your car, you got to grab another sports car because we're doing another 2 unique jumps coming up. Okay, so the next thing to do is to grab a hidden package. So you're going to get shot up a little bit here by Colombians. I don't know why they're shooting you already. We haven't had any interaction with them yet. Maybe they are preemptively coming after us because their instincts tell us that we're going to do bad things to their gang, and their instincts turn out to be quite good. Okay, so carefully walk up here, don't run, and then I actually go to the middle girder and I stop walking, and then slowly walk over here. Spacebar can stop the animation. So we're getting shot out a little bit here. It's no problem. No problem to kill you, as the Colombians might say. Okay, so here we're going to go on the right-hand side of this kind of double highway. And carefully, because there's water on our left side here, we're going to carefully make our way up this ramp. Now, I used to try to gun it from here. At the end of this ramp is the unique jump, but there's a tree to the right and a tree to the left, and you have to avoid both of them. And you don't need to gun it. You don't need as much speed as I thought. And so I kind of slowly go here, and now I'm going to gun it, and then I only have to deal with really like navigating around the one tree. And then you aim for basically the center of that ramp, and I'm going to hit reverse for the brakes and the space bar and try to stop. I often lose my car here, but that worked out pretty good. And then we're going to grab another hidden package and do one more unique jump. So it's right over here. You can see this to my left on the mini map. There's this little thing that looks kind of like a square, so that's how I indicated it. It says in the square. And so here we go. So I grab that one. Now this next jump, I feel like it's supposed to be easy, but I have trouble with it. It's through this glass wall right here in the middle. I'll even break it. And we're going to take a run up in this ramp behind us here. So let's just try. So I've written down kind of vaguely that you want to be roughly a foot from this wall here and kind of going straight. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to go straight. Oh, that's brilliant, folks. Brilliant. First time, every time. Yeah, I don't know why I have trouble with that. I guess I should be able to just line it up so that I can do like a test little thing, like break the glass and then go up. I changed my order here, so I gotta pay attention. Hidden package in the basketball court. Yeah, this is my first time doing a slightly different order for that package and unique jump. So what was I saying? Yeah, so I guess there's no reason for me to fail that mission if I can just break the glass and then make sure that I'm lined up with the ramp and the alleyway that I used to build up some speed. Okay, the third of the 4 off-road missions here. I have failed this one so many times. The beginning part is the trickiest part of the whole thing for me. So we're going to carefully make our way over to this one. So I'm going to wait right here for just a second. As soon as we grab this icon in front of us, stop the time. I want credit for this. As soon as we grab the icon in front of us, the clock is going to start. I think it counts down from 10 or something like that. And there's barely enough time to get that other one we can see just off in the distance on the elevated platform. What we need to do is get onto that green ramp that's a little bit left of the elevated platform. But you can't get onto the ramp too close to us. We got to be a little bit farther away. You'll hopefully see that there's like a bad angle that always wants to flip this Land Ranger. I think that's what it's called, Land Rover. What is this thing? Land Stalker. Okay, here we go. So not too much pace coming off here. Angle out to the left, hand braking to the right. I'm waiting for the camera to come up. And with only like 3 seconds left, hit it. Need a little bit of pace coming off of the island. We want to hit this ramp kind of at a 90-degree angle. And now we should be good to go. So hug the right wall here. A little bit of a jig to the left and then back to the right to grab those 2. And just like that, we've got 29 seconds. But my goodness, folks, I have failed getting the second one so many times. Okay, so very carefully, it is still quite easy to flip. I like to line up and hit this one. Again, going straight up the hill is the safest general strategy for this off-road mission. Okay, so I kind of make my way a little bit left here and through the trees. It's hard to see, but we grab that and just slowly, 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 plenty of time, but always easy to flip your vehicle, and that's an instant fail. Okay, so just 2 left. The next one here is down the stairs. I don't gun it until I'm here in an effort to have enough pace. Like if you gun it early, then you kind of fly over the downstairs and kind of land at the bottom and maybe don't have enough speed built up to get up out of there. It's okay. You can back up, reverse over the stairs if you don't have enough speed to do that. Okay, what just happened? Why didn't I get credit? Oh, it's because I didn't have my timing program going. All right, so give myself credit artificially. Brand new record, 34 seconds there. Okay, so what we're going to do is crash into stuff I can't see. All right, I'm all flustered. Okay, so we're going to come over into this corner here. There's a rampage icon that we're going to grab. Thusly. And this is a tough one because you have to be close enough to these cars to like blow them up with your shotgun. I'm going to try to artificially kind of get in the way here. And I'm going to blow up my car. And that'll also blow up the other cars. So you can see we've already lost like 50 health points or something. Can you stop, please? And I'm hoping he stays on the screen long enough to explode and get me credit, and no. Oh, did it work? I think it might have worked. All right, so 1 for you and 2 for you. 1 and 2. I'm waiting a beat, letting these cars kind of get a tiny bit farther away from me so that they don't explode too close to me. Because again, you can lose health in this one quite easily. All right, how about you? You want some? There we go. All right, so you can see we did lose a ton of health in that, maybe like 70 points or so. But we passed it, which is cool. And then we're heading to the next rampage. So we head down this way to this kind of main north-south artery on the west side of this island. And then we accidentally drive right past where we're trying to go, which is right in here. And we're going to grab this rampage icon, which is a rocket one. Now you can do the rocket one from here. But again, when you have rockets, you can't run and you can't even jump. And so if the pedestrians get angry because you're blowing stuff up all over near them, then they come after you and you're unprotected. So I like to go to a place where there's no pedestrians to do this. And that's way over here. Careful not to drive off the left side of this. There's water down there in some places. So it takes like, 25 seconds to get over here. It's not a problem. So right click to activate the rampage, the reticle, is that what it's called? You have to be looking at these guys. Like if I were to shoot and then look away, then I actually don't get credit for the kill, even though the person was there. So make sure that you keep them on the screen and that you don't. So I'm just going back and forth, but I'm not going too quick. I don't want to go until I see the gang members get exploded. So usually these guys come up quick enough. If they aren't spawning, then sometimes, just kind of like looking around or whatever, will clear some of the dead body parts, which I think allows them to respawn faster. Sometimes I do the same side twice in a row, and just like that, easy. Okay, next up is a hidden package. So it's not the worst thing in the world if you lose this car, but if you can keep it, then it's a tiny bit faster. So carefully driving off here, hitting that kind of ramp off of the circular expressway straight if you can. I like to have this drive-by weapon most of the time. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're looking, so it says on the right-hand steps, get first package below before the race, you bet. Then it says get a fast car before or after starting the mission. So I've actually one time neglected to start the mission at this green phone icon. You can see the bling bling scramble green icon down near the bottom of this list because there's lots of cool hidden package stuff that we're going to do here. But we do want a fast car before we start this race that we're about to do. So left click to, what is that? That looks like a sports car. No. Yeah, so if they are kind of drunk drivers like that one there, then I don't think there's anything you can do to steal the car. All right, so we're going to lose some time here if I can't find a sports car real quick. So I am going to go to this second billboard here. Go behind the second billboard for this hidden package right there. So grab that one before starting the race. So the race will activate once I get in that blue marker. But I can tell you for sure I am not doing this race with this Sentinel. So time loss here, usually sports cars are quite prevalent on this island. And I did have one conveniently coming towards me, but then it inconveniently drove away. And that was just rude. Okay, so a little bit of a time loss, but like I said, you really do want a sports car because there's racing happening. Are you kidding me? How are there no sports cars here? Nothing? Nothing? I mean, I'm tempted to just go try it with this Sentinel. That car just kind of came out of nowhere. Well, this is annoying. I usually get one that is a sports car. All right, we're going to try it if we don't see a sports car on the drive back to that starting marker, and we will see how this goes, huh? Yeah, so it's a race, and there's going to be checkpoints that we need to collect, and whoever collects the most of the 15 checkpoints wins. Now, the checkpoints typically fall in one specific set of fixed locations. There's like one checkpoint, and then another checkpoint pops up after the first one has been collected by any of the four of us, me or these three racers here. And there's one collection of like fixed locations of these checkpoints that's really common, and I've kind of memorized like the first 7 in that collection, like the locations of the first 7. But then there's another one that's less common, and if it happens that we get the less common variety, then I don't know what's going on. It's a big old mess if we get the less common one. So let's see what happens here. So I grab this, and then I'm going to grab this. All right, so this is the best one. I don't know this pattern, which is unfortunate. So I'm just going to be driving around here. So we'll just explain. I'm just driving to this icon. I don't even know where it is. But we'll explain that there's 15 of these checkpoints, and whoever gets the most of the 4 of us. All right, so that one is way over there. Can I have that? So whoever gets the most of the, whatchamacallit, the most of the 15 wins. And so if you want to guarantee that you get the most of the 15, gosh, this is just going to be a big time loss here. I'm sorry, folks. If you want to guarantee you get the most, then you could, all right, so we're not going to get that one. Well, we are going to hopefully get this one. Then you could get 8, right? 8 would guarantee that you get more than anybody else. But actually, I typically just go for, you know, like 6 of these things or something like that. The fixed route, the most common route, gives me 7 of them really quick, and it's quite convenient. And then I start grabbing hidden packages because this mission doesn't end until all 15 have been collected. And so typically what I do is I grab 7 of them. I really want this one, buddy. Can I have this one? Yes, I can. Oh, I want that one too. Gimme. Nope. Oh, I didn't get it. All right, I've only got 5. I got to decide how greedy I want to be. I don't know if 5 is going to be good enough. I guess I'm going to try to get this 6th one up here and then start with my hidden package collecting. Okay, good enough. All right, so hopefully 6 is sufficient. I might end up getting 1 or 2 more if they are convenient to me. That was rude. Don't hit me. All right, so holding the left there to try to save my vehicle. Okay, come on. All right, so now I'm going to start collecting hidden packages. I'll grab this package here if I can. Didn't really mean to hit that guy out of my way, but that worked out pretty good. Okay, 7 is surely enough. All right, so let's start grabbing hidden packages. So usually, like I said, I grab 6 or 7 of them, those checkpoints, and then go hidden package hunting, because basically this game is on a fixed timer, and I don't really need any more hidden packages. So what can I do when I'm trying to be productive but still on mission is I can go grab hidden packages and do jumps. We're only going to do packages here. So just follow this route. If one of the checkpoints happens to be nearby as I'm collecting hidden packages, then I'll grab it, because ultimately I want this race to come to an end so that I can move on to the next mission. But in the meantime, I'm trying to be productive with the, you know, basically like the fixed amount of time that this mission takes. Okay, so next one is kind of hidden. It's back here. There's some bumps here. Like if you hit this, there's like a cliff, or not a cliff, a curb here, and so you kind of don't want to go too quick over them. All right, so this is the last hidden package, and now with whatever time we have remaining before the last checkpoints get collected by the NPCs, we're going to try to steal a police car. and arm it with a bomb. Not for the next mission, but for the mission after that. And so putting this thing on this route here, the police car, and arming it with a bomb, is my way of trying to be productive, trying to find just enough stuff to do during this mission where I can't start any other missions, but I want to be productive. So that's what we're trying to do. So the police station, so if I'm looking for a police car here, usually you don't find one. The police station is right over here, and there's a fixed police car in it. What are you clowns doing? All right, 8 of 15 surely is enough, because that's a majority, but you just need to get a plurality more than anyone else. Okay, so we grab the police car. We're going to drive it somewhat carefully, as instructed in the live split timer. And we're going to head over to the place where we did that off-road mission with the multi-story car park. So we head back towards this parallelogram thing here. We're going on the east side of the parallelogram. We're looking for that low white structure in front of us. And just beyond this building, we're going to go in the alley. And there's we're going to do a couple of missions actually here in this alley, but for now, all we need is 8 balls. So you should note that there's a pay and spray up here. This is the one for the island right there. But what we want is to arm this police car. And so I'm going to hit slash to indicate that I've armed it. So we just stop in here. And now I think that those guys are heading towards the last checkpoint. Now I could go over there and try to get it myself just to finish this mission quicker, but I think they're going to get it faster than I can grab it and then come back here, because what I want to do is start the Asuka mission, which is right down here. So this worked out pretty good. No real time loss, although it did kind of take me longer to grab the checkpoints than I normally do, because it didn't do my standard, the more common collection of checkpoints, the ordering. Okay, so we're going to be careful with this police car, because we're going to use it not for this mission, but the next one, and we need it to be intact. And there's a little note here that says, on mission, need at least 9 sniper ammo. Well, when you come over that little bump, just do it straight and slow, so you don't accidentally flip your precious armed police car. So we need at least 9. Now, we do have 9, but if you died somewhere after buying the sniper ammo on Staunton Island, then you don't have 9. So let's shoot these 2 guys, one guy there, and then the other guy somewhere back here. Then I like to go to the grenade, because that's what we're using next. Notice there's a timer. It might have said, I don't know, 6.5 minutes or something. The timer is insignificant here. This is a very generous amount of time we have. All right, and like I said, drive carefully so you don't damage your police car too much. So we're going to head to this main north-south road and head towards this more westerly green dot. And what we're going to do is we're going to come over here on the sidewalk, and we're going to get out right at the second lamppost. You can see there's a lamppost I'm standing next to, and one more. And then with the grenade, we're going to give a full grenade throw. And just aim at that van, and you don't need to watch what happens there. If you give a full grenade throw from the second lamppost and your aim is true, then it'll explode right at the van, and the van will be on fire, and it'll try to come towards you, and then it'll blow up, and you can see that green icon disappeared. Okay, now real important, you want to park the police car right here in front of this set of stairs. If you park it too close to the next mission marker, which is the first Kenji mission we're going to do, then it will despawn and you will be sad, because you spent time getting a police car and arming it. Okay, so what we need to do is change to the sniper rifle here. There we go. And just shoot at these guys. As soon as you shoot the first one, the other ones start shooting at you, but they are very bad aims. Oftentimes you don't take any damage, and if you take any, it's just a very small miss. Hit. Okay, hidden package right up here. And then we're going to try to make our way to Kenji's mission. And I don't know where I'm supposed to jump off. I want to land on the ground. Oftentimes I land on a ramp up there. Okay, I think that's a good place to stop this video. So the next mission is Kenji's, and we got our police car right over there. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.